Alright, I want all summer to make chocolate covered jellies. And I finally figured it out. So first get some chocolate wafers. You can get these in craft stores. I've seen them in the supermarket in the chocolate section with the chocolate chips, but I think that's dependent on the store. Also pick up one of these chocolate molds. Again, craft stores that sell candy goods. And again, I've seen them in supermarkets. I got one that had some depth to it because remember you're going to do 2 layers of chocolate and some jelly in between. So the first thing you're going to do is take your chocolate wafers and melt them. One last thing, you also need a paintbrush that you only use for food, not for paint or anything else, just food. I only use it for the chocolate. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this shell and I'll just dip my paintbrush in the chocolate, but see, it's not coming out as much as I would like. So I'll take a spoonful and put it in and then brush it up the sides. It doesn't take much. And what I'll do is as it cools a little bit, I'll go back, because this is right off the double boiler, the chocolate, so it's very hot. Okay, I have most of these filled in now. And I would suggest that when you fill in this layer, that you can't see the bottom at all. If you notice from the first one I did, it's like you could see where it's thinned, and I think it's because the chocolate was too hot and it wasn't sticking too well. So I'm going back and putting more chocolate so I have a thicker layer. It's important that you don't see the mold, this plastic mold, this mold at all. Because that means the chocolate's too thin there and it can break easily. And you want to go up to the edge, although when you do put the jelly in, you're not going to fill it to the tippy top. And this is a great project to do, have the kids do even on a day they're bored. A lot of these chocolate wafers can be melted in the microwave. This one is actually a national brand chocolate, so I didn't know they made wafers. I was like, cool! And it's one of my favorite chocolates. Okay, so now I'm gonna put this in the freezer, and see that chocolate's already solidifying a bit. I'm just putting it in there for like 5 minutes. That's it. All right, I don't think I needed to do it that long. I think I could have done it for 3 minutes instead. But here's the chocolate, it's hardened. The chocolate that I melted before is not hardened. You want to mix it so it stays that way a little bit. Now you can use regular jelly. I have some homemade jelly, and put it into the chocolate molds. Do not fill it to the top. That one's a bit much. Now that you have the jellies all filled, take some of the chocolate that you had left from previously, put it on top. Yes, it is that simple. You want it to cover the chocolate. So move it to the edges and make sure it creates a seal. I like to pour the chocolate on first And if you're making it for someone, you may want to move it this way, but I'm making it for me, so I don't care. And then you will put this in the freezer for another 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, I got them out of the freezer, as you could see with the little bubbling. I didn't get a complete seal, but I'm not too worried about it because we're gonna eat these right away. So you flip them over and gently push them out. Some will fall out on their own, others need a bit of a push. You could break off the pieces on the side if you want it to look prettier. Okay, I'll bite into it for you, just for you. And there's your chocolate covered candy. It was that simple. It was fun.